I'd like to spend a few minutes talking about Dr. Ed Bilsky and the impressive work that he and a dedicated team of scientists, physicians, and students have been doing at one of my favorite schools, the University of New England in Biddeford, Maine, to better understand and treat chronic pain. Dr. Bilsky was recently named a member of the Dana Alliance for Brain Initiatives, a group of neuroscientists that work together to advance public education about the progress and benefits of brain research and to provide information on the brain in a way that is understandable and accessible for those of us who don't have a Ph.D. in neuroscience. His inclusion in this group is recognition of his terrific work to advance our understanding of chronic pain, and is also a reflection of the prominent role that he and his colleagues are playing in a critical national effort to address this problem. Chronic pain, and that means pain that it persists for days, weeks, and months at a time, can be absolutely debilitating for people in Maine and around the country, and is responsible for more than $500 billion a year, $500 billion a year, in direct and indirect medical costs. Mr. President, periodically in my life, I've experienced back pain. And when it persists for a period of time, it changes everything. It changes your mood, it changes your attitude, it changes your ability to get anything done, to focus on the work at hand. And there are people in this country who are suffering. The estimate is 100 million people suffer chronic pain at some point in their lives. That's why the work done at the University of New England Center for the Study of Pain and Sensory Function, which Dr. Bilsky is one of the leaders, is so important. This center is built around a core group of scientists, educators, healthcare professionals, whose research at the University of New England is focused on understanding the neurobiology of pain. How does it happen? How is it caused? What can we do about it? Faculty and students work together to study the causes of chronic pain and apply this knowledge to preventing and better treating this very challenging and very prevalent condition. Projects include working to develop new kinds of non-opioid painkillers, and that's a big deal, Mr. President, because of all the side effects and the dangers of opioid painkillers which we are experiencing in our society. To develop new non-opioid painkillers would be a tremendous boon to this country, those which don't have the side effects of opioids, and also studying the genes and proteins that can turn acute pain into chronic pain, trying to find out the genetic and chromosomal basis of this terrible problem. Like any success story, certain key events, people, and investments have made this research community what it is today. The recruitment of key faculty scientists like Dr. Bilsky and his co-director, Dr. Ian Ming, in the early 2000s were pivotal to this effort. The addition of complementary research-driven faculty and administrators, as well as the launch at the university of the Center for Excellence in the Neurosciences, continued to move this project forward. And I should mention here, Mr. President, the leadership of Danielle Rippich, the president of the University of New England, who is a true visionary and a great leader in the advancement of science and medicine, and also the mission of this great university. The NIH took notice, awarding the university a 5-year, $10 million grant in 2012 to create the Center for the Study of Pain and Sensory Function, focusing on the neurobiology of pain. As is often the case, that federal investment in research, which I believe is one of the most important and valuable investments that the federal government can make, that investment has been critical to the growth of these research opportunities and projects and has helped to attract further federal and private investment. The importance of cooperation and collaboration in a project such as this cannot be overstated. Dr. Bilsky and his colleagues have developed an in-state and national networks for collaborative research, training, and public advocacy. They've partnered with clinicians, other researchers, the private sector, community leaders, and schools throughout Maine and the country to not only further their research and advance the bodies of knowledge relating to chronic pain, but also to maximize the positive impact of that research by applying it in their communities. This improves the lives of our citizens by helping them understand the causes and potential treatments for their pain. Any university's primary mission is to educate, and Dr. Bilsky and his colleagues have taken their important work into the surrounding community. They've developed a vibrant and award-winning K-12 outreach program led by Dr. Mike Berman that focuses on brain safety and brain awareness. This innovative approach to STEM education has been recognized by the White House Office of Science, Technology, and Policy. This program engages more than 3,000 local kids each year and inspires kids to enter STEM-related careers, which is one of the most important things we can encourage here in this country. The research has also helped to spur economic development in Maine. Faculty members work in partnership with local biotech and pharmaceutical companies, helping the private sector with local research and development that they may otherwise be unable to afford. This cooperation has helped Maine companies grow and create jobs. It's a win-win for everyone involved. It's built the reputation of the University of New England, and it draws positive attention to the state of Maine, and most importantly, it helps change lives. If you can't tell, Mr. President, I'm very proud of this work done in my state. As we go about our work here in this body, it's important, I believe, every now and then, to recognize the success stories at home. We might even learn a thing or two from them. And with that positive thought, Mr. President, I yield the floor.